What's going on, guys? This is my second video. So this is my second video, and this one is about the Last Dash achievement, also Left 4 Dead 2. Please, if you like any of these videos, like, share, comment below. So the last video y'all saw was the Real Deal achievement, which was significantly harder than this one. That one took me about 10 hours. This one only took me a little over an hour to do. It's called the Last Dash. I would suggest playing this with friends. It should be significantly easier. But let's just say you want to challenge yourself like I did and go ahead and try to beat this achievement on your own, then this would be another good video to watch, and hopefully I can give you some tips along the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the gameplay started. I got a little timer for us today. So if you don't know what the Last Dash achievement is, you have 13 minutes to beat the whole campaign on. But here's the best part: is actually on easy. So when you go to the last stand, change your difficulty to easy, and this one's only 2 levels, right? And it sounds simple enough, like you're just like gonna speed run it, but it's easy. But the problem is that you gotta fill generators and use gas cans. And as we get in, I'll kind of give you a better understanding. I'm gonna go ahead and get our timer started.
Well, boys,
I don't know exactly
walking.
when the time starts, but anyways. So 13 minutes is what I'm shooting to beat, right? And I barely make it. So I still say same rule as always. Take off with the shotgun. I still stand by, even though it's easy and you can take more hits. I still say shotgun is the best for getting a horde off you. And I would say melee weapon too, but I didn't get a melee weapon, or I just maybe missed picking one up, right? So this is what we're rocking with. Pipe bombs are gonna be your best friend. Boomer biles are gonna be your best friend. And so when you start, I as soon as I get them, I use them, right? Like I don't. You might have a different strategy. You might want to use it at a different point, but it's really, with it being level easy, you don't really have to too worried about like your strategy or being too strategic. The name of the game is just to keep running, right? So if you can find adrenaline needles or find pipe bombs, just use them like immediately. The only time it really gets strategic is when you get to the second level. This first level is all about just getting there and getting it done. So, I go under the bridge, I'm running across. I mean, I'm in basically a full sprint right now. You go up here. Now, I could crown the witch. You could kill her actually pretty easy without dying, but, why do that when you're doing a speed run? If she's somehow blocking where you need to go, yeah, do it. Or just restart the game. Like this one I don't mind. Like if I'm like losing my pace real early, like I lost time or a smoker grabbed me and I lost a minute and a half, 2 minutes, like it don't matter. Like just restart it. It's like the whole goal is to get under 13 minutes anyways, right? So if you get off pace, don't worry too much about it. Now, one tricky thing about this achievement is that you have to finish with everybody alive. But when you're playing with these, AI generated, or I guess I should say NPC. Apparently saying AI is incorrect. But when you're playing with these NPC guys, you can't really worry about it, right? And so basically what you're going to want to do is you got these 4 generators. You go hit that thing first, and you're just going to one right after the other, right? So like you can't help how long the game takes to like make those active, but you can be there ready to mash E, and that's basically what I did. And this one's not going to be as much as a guide as the other one. I feel like this challenge is pretty straightforward. It's just all about moving fast. I think the only parts that can really help y'all is the second level. But like when it comes to these generators, I always try to end on this one right here. I think it's a good one to end on because you're right there next to the crane. And you know, you also gotta get lucky with you. Like, there's a lot more luck involved. Like the real deal, obviously there was luck involved with that challenge, right? But this one, it's like everything, like your AI character, NPC characters. You just gotta hope they don't get grabbed and taken too far. But because it's on easy, they usually, more than not, save themselves, and you can just keep going about what you're gonna do. So. Right now, this is the frustrating part too about this challenge, is you have to wait for things like the crane's so slow, right? Like you can see how much time it's taking to get over there, and there's nothing you can do to speed that up. So all I do is I just make sure I'm sitting here, and the minute that thing lights up, I mash E and I can move on. And just like that. And so, more times than not, a tank could spawn as you come right through here. But we're not playing on realism expert. A tank's not really like a big deal. Like, just kind of dodge them, go around, let your AI guys handle it. Like, they can kill him on their own. Like, you don't have to sit there and fight the tank. You really don't. Which is crazy because the tanks and your AI characters were... I'm just going to keep saying AI. Sorry, guys. It's just too natural for me. But, you know, the tank and your AI characters... were a nightmare on realism expert, but now it's like it's kind of like a nice little gift. You just dodge the tank and you just let them handle it in this first part. Maybe try to find a way to avoid fall damage there. I was still, you know, and you can see I'm still not exactly 100% familiar with the map. You know, I was going to try to go around right there, and then I realized I went the wrong way. And I mean, that just comes with, you know, more knowing the map. But when you're playing on easy and you're doing a challenge on easy, like, you don't really have to sit there and like maybe just take like your first game to kind of run around and figure out where everything is. This also shows you how god awful that shotgun is.
Safe house.
And so we got 13 minutes to beat this campaign. Level 1 is purely just about sprinting and hitting those generators as fast as you can. There's really not much strategy to it. It's just run your ass off. And we're looking pretty good. We got the first one done before 6 minutes. So when it comes to the campaign playtime, I don't know if this in-between cutscene counts towards your time. I assume it does because at the end it said it'll show you that I barely got 13, right? And so, no time to play. Grab, go, right? I hated that I even had to use my health kit, but, and like I said, I'm burning everything once I get it. I don't have time to play around with any of that.
This side passage better lead somewhere.
And so this part I really did kind of have pretty good memorized. It's not, you know, you're mostly in one place the whole time. And you're going to spend most of your... This is where you're going to have... Where you get stuck more than not. Is here, right? Like, the tanks aren't the issue. It's more of the special infected, right? Like, if a charger grabs you, it takes up time. So if it takes them 30 seconds for the AI guys to walk over to you and free you, that's 30 seconds that you just got gone. And I'm literally like, if I waste a minute, I'm done. Like, I'm just restarted. I don't like to waste my time. But I will say, come here, knock that immediately, and then what you can do now is, and I never did find a melee weapon. I might have later, but, and then I go up, you know, I go up here, I'm checking for anything, whether it's pipe bombs, boomer bio, Molotovs. I'm not really having much luck. And that's like hit or miss. Like, they'll be there, sometimes they won't. So, and this is actually, I almost restarted after this, but luckily I was, you know, luckily they knocked them off me pretty quick. So, at this point of the game, it's not about sprinting anywhere now. It's about clearing out the horde as fast as you can to get that first tank to spawn. So, this is why I'm kind of frustrated, because usually there's a pipe bomb on top of that thing. Usually there's some boomer bile. Usually you can get the zombies to get right in front of you and right on that road. and like clear them quick and get that tank to spawn faster. But and you can kind of see my panic there, right? Like I'm looking for more stuff, looking for another pipe bomb. I'm just not finding them, right? It's a little bit of bad luck, but it is what it is. And this is the one I ended up winning with, so it's not impossible. And I think because I didn't waste any time or get caught by any special infected so early, I was able to still get through without the pipe bomb and boomer bile. And so this first spawn, the tank's either going to be behind me or up where that car is, right? You got to listen for it. It should be soon.
I'm reloading.
Spitter.
There it is. And so I looked back there because I thought I heard it behind me at first, but it ended up being in front of me. So if you have a Molotov now's the time to throw it. I was just having trouble finding everything on this one. But so in order to save time, because as soon as you kill him, that's when the gas tanks or the gas cans start being able to be grabbed, right? So soon I run up, I kill him. Now I'm running back. I'm not wasting my adrenaline yet, right? I don't want to use it yet because you're gonna have to have long runs to the gas cans. And boom, now they spawn. You're gonna basically what I did, and I saw it in a YouTube video too. I watched like a good 3 or 4 videos. There wasn't exactly one that I watched.
Got it.
If you go and you throw these right there, it seems to help you save time. And make sure when you're pouring these in, you point that exactly at the gas hole, or else this is going to happen. Or I think it happens on the next one. That happens. It's really frustrating when it happens, but I mean it's a pretty quick fix. It's just, you know, for sake of time, you know, don't make that same mistake that I did. And so you gotta get 6, right? So you have to have 6 poured in. I think I have the timer blocking it. I kind of regret that. And at this point I've had 4, so I have to grab 2. So I always go to the farthest one first, which is in here. And usually you can kind of eyeball what's down there because you're gonna want to come back down here towards the end. And so, like, you see, like, I'm kind of getting lucky with special infected, right? They're attacking our AI characters. They're not attacking me. I don't care about people hitting me as I'm putting in the gas cans, right? Because they're not going to hurt your health really that much at all. And, you know, maybe after you kill the first tank, you could probably maybe stay down there by the car, and then you save yourself one long trip. So that's another good idea. Or you can get the one on top of the tower. I don't even know if I noticed that one, but if you grab that one, I guess you could probably save yourself another 30 seconds. And so that was my last one, right? So I know it's all about clearing the remaining zombies, and then when you kill this last tank, it's going to be time for you to take off running.
I'd rather have
essentially.
a grenade, but this will do.
So I throw the pipe bomb.
Fire in the hole.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, you save so much more time because it kind of clears the rest of the zombies and ends it for you. And now you got the tank, right? And I have a Molotov. So the ending couldn't have gone better for me. Getting the fire on them, it usually, if your AI guys are with you, all it's going to take is like usually just one thing of 10 rounds of your shotgun, and then you're good to go. As soon as that tank's done, just take off running for the dock. And everything times up pretty much perfect after that.
That's the boat. Time to boat.
And if you could see, I guess, you know, the loading screen doesn't really count, but if it did count, I would have missed it. But because it didn't count, you know, I made it by the skin of my teeth, 13 minutes, 11 seconds. So you don't have to necessarily hit it exactly at 13, I guess because of that loading screen on the in-between. And, you know, if you stick with that, you know, you'll be able to get this achievement too. I'm kind of doing a thing right now where I'm going to slowly work to try and 100% the game. I know there is one achievement that is kind of frustrating. It's called Good Guy Nick, and it only comes out at certain times. So I may not be possible for me to 100% the game unless they, you know, launch that again. But you know, same as always. If y'all have any other challenges on any other games or any other achievements y'all want me to try, comment below, and thank you for watching.